Today, let us study another solution of Schrödinger wave equation, that is one-dimensional simple harmonic oscillator. Let us assume a simple diatomic molecule which is vibrating. Okay, so they vibrate like this. This is simple harmonic oscillator. Now the potential energy of such simple harmonic oscillator is given as V of x is equal to 1 by 2 kx square, and this is called as Hooke's law. So therefore we have like this is the potential energy curve. So V of x is equal to 1 by 2 k x square, and this is Hooke's law. This will be 0, and this is displacement, and this is energy. Now in order to find the energy of this vibration, what we can do is we can substitute this potential energy into Schrödinger wave equation, and then we have to solve that. So minus h cross square divided by 2m dou square by dou x square plus V of x, that is potential energy, 1 by 2 kx square, okay, into xi of x is equal to E xi of x. So this is how we have substituted this potential energy into Schrödinger wave equation. So now what we will do is we will solve this equation to get the energy, because this is Hamiltonian operator, right? So H Hamiltonian xi is equal to E xi. So when this Hamiltonian we have constructed for one-dimensional simple harmonic oscillator, and when this operates on, this is the kinetic energy part, this is the potential energy part, and when this operates on this xi, it will give energy and our xi back. So now on rearranging this equation, so what is that we are going to get? So we are going to get dou square xi, so dou square xi by dou x square. For simplicity I am not writing x in the bracket here, plus 2m, so 2m by h cross square into, so this whole thing I have taken this side, so that is E minus 1 by 2 k x square, okay, into xi is equal to 0. So that means this whole thing I will take this side, and xi is common, and this when I take this side it will become plus here, right? So now we will define two terms, defining alpha and beta. So where alpha is equal to, so what is alpha? So you can see here, this is 2me by h cross square, 2me divided by h cross square, and beta is equal to, so in order to find this beta, what I am going to do is I will write beta square, okay. So this beta square is equal to 2m, okay, multiplied by this 2 gets cancelled here, so m k divided by h cross square. So therefore beta is equal to square root. I am applying square root on both sides. Square root of mk divided by h cross. So this is my beta. So therefore this equation becomes d square xi by dx square plus okay, alpha minus, so this is beta square, okay, this is beta square, x square into xi is equal to 0. Now what we will do is we will define a new term, okay, defining new variable. So let me take it as y. So in some book it is also given eta, so eta, so but here I am taking it as y. Defining a new variable y is equal to beta to the power of 1 by 2, the above equation. So that is, this equation becomes, so now let me show you here. So now this is y is equal to square root of beta x, okay, beta to the power of 1 by 2 is square root of beta by x, then x is equal to y divided by square root of beta. Now if I am going to differentiate with respect to y, this will become dx is equal to dy divided by square root of beta, okay. Now d square xi by dx square, so is equal to, so what will happen, this will come here, okay, so d xi square is there, so and this term here, so that will be divided by d y square into beta, square root and square gets cancelled, and therefore, so defining a new variable y is equal to beta to the power of 1 by 2 is equal to x, and this is this term, okay, this term we have so taken here. So therefore this equation becomes, so what will happen to this equation, so d square xi by dy square, okay, plus alpha by beta minus y square xi is equal to 0, okay. So this is what happens. Now here whole thing we have divided by beta, okay, and dividing by beta, okay, here we have beta divided by beta, this beta gets cancelled, so here alpha by beta comes, and here beta to the power of 1 by 2 x, okay. So this is the equation which we have got. So now let this be equation 1. Now equation 1 has a solution of form. Now this has a solution, this equation has a solution, that is for xi of y is equal to phi y e to the power of minus y square by 2. So this is the solution for this equation, okay. Now here I will not discuss why this is the solution. So if you want to study in detail, you can refer book R.K. Prasad, Quantum Chemistry by R.K. Prasad. So in that it is explained in detail why this is the solution for this equation. Now using above solution, using above solution, equation 1 becomes, now by using above solution, this equation 1 becomes, so d square xi by dy square minus 2y dxi by dy plus alpha by beta minus 1 phi is equal to 0. Now why we are doing all these things? See, let this be equation 2, let this be equation 3. Now why we are doing all these things? See, because in order to solve this Schrodinger wave equation, we are going to convert this into some standard equation which is called as Hermite equation. When we convert that equation into Hermite equation, we have solution for that Hermite equation defined in mathematics. So therefore we are converting that equation into Hermite equation. So now we know that equation 3 is identical in form 2a well known second order equation called Hermite equation. And what is this Hermite equation? Hermite equation is given as dou square phi by dou y square minus 2y dou phi by dou y plus 2n phi is equal to 0. So this is Hermite equation. If you see, this equation is same as this equation, only thing is here alpha minus beta minus 1 is there, and here it is 2n. Okay, 2n is there. So now, as I already told, for this Hermite equation, the solution is already known. So the Hermite equation, let this be equation 4. Hermite equation has solution depend upon value of n. So it depends upon value of n, and these solutions are called Hermite polynomials. So these solutions are called Hermite polynomial. So it's a polynomial equation, okay, and its solution depends upon value of n, okay, n. So when we put value n 0, 1, 2, 3, we get different Hermite equations. So Hermite polynomial, okay, so it is denoted by hny, okay, so that is phi of y is equal to hn of y. Okay, now we can write a few Hermite polynomials, okay. So here hn of y is equal to minus 1 to the power of n e to the power of y square dou to the power of n e to the power of minus y square divided by dy to the power of n. Okay, so this is Hermite polynomial, okay, of degrees of n, freedom of n degrees, Hermite polynomial of n degrees. Now when we substitute the values, that is h n is equal to 0, so y it will become 1 1. Okay, so when you substitute n value 0 here in this equation, then this will become equal to 1. Okay, similarly when I substitute h1y, so this is equal to 2y. You can substitute and check, this will be the solutions. And h2 of y is equal to 4y square minus 2. 4y square minus 2. Similarly, Hermite equation, that is h3 is equal to 8y cube minus 12y. Similarly, h4 y is equal to 16 y to the power of 4 48 y square plus 12. So like this, these are the different Hermite polynomials, okay, for given degrees of n, for different values of n. Now the normalized wave function is given as, so if you see here, this is our wave function, right? This is our wave function, this equation. Here we have wave function xi of y. So here phi y of e to the power of minus y by 2, e to the power of minus y square by 2. This is wave function, and this is a constant. This is a constant. So we have to, when we normalize this is nothing but normalization constant. Normalization constant. And what is normalization? So when we integrate between 0 and infinity, okay, xi n square, when we square this into dx, this must be equal to 1. Okay, if it is not equal to 1, then if xi has some value and it is not equal to 1, then we have to normalize this. That means we have to multiply by some constant so that this becomes equal to 1. So therefore the normalized wave function is, so xi of n, okay, xi of n of y is equal to we have square root of beta 2 to the power of n factorial square root of pi, okay, to the power of 1 by 2 e to the power of minus y square by 2 h n of y. So this is our normalized wave function, where n is equal to 0 1 comma 2, okay, 3, this one. So now when you substitute the value of n is equal to 1, 0 1 2, so then we will get a graph of this type, a parabola of this type. So this is x, this is 0 displacement, okay, and these are a different energy. So this is our first ground state energy, so that is E naught, okay, and so the wave function is given like this, xi naught. So this is the simplest wave, okay, and probability of finding the electron is given like this. This is the probability of finding the electron. And E1, first excited state, so we can see that when two atoms are vibrating, okay, their vibration is quantized, okay. First this is the ground state energy, and next energy will be this one, and it comes like this. Now you can see here one node is present, that means it is higher energy, xi1, okay, this is xi1 square, probability of finding the electron. And we have our wave function like this, xi1. And what about This is our third energy level, E2. Second excited state. So we will have like this, 2 nodes will be present. So this is probability of finding the electron, and this will be wave function. Okay, xi2 square, xi2. So these are different energies. Okay, these are different energy level which we have found out by using a mathematical method called by converting our equation into standard equation called Hermite equation. Okay, and solutions of Hermite equation will give different energy levels.